the age of myth, long after the thunderous clash with the giants, Zeus reigned supreme from his throne on Mount Olympus. He had brought order to a chaotic cosmos, yet even the king of the gods could not escape the ancient whispers of destiny. A prophecy was looming, and from it, wisdom itself would be born in a flash of divine fire. Zeus, the mighty storm god, had taken as his wife the Titaness Metis, the very embodiment of cunning counsel and profound wisdom. But their union was overshadowed by a chilling prophecy from Gaia, the Earth Mother herself. The oracle declared that Metis would bear 2 children. First, a daughter equal to her father in both strength and intellect. But the second, a son, was destined to overthrow the king of the gods, just as Zeus had overthrown his own father Cronus. The words echoed in Zeus's mind, a cold dread seeping into his heart. He, who had risen to power by fulfilling a similar prophecy against his own father, knew the danger of ignoring fate. Determined to break the cycle of patricide that haunted his family line, he devised a cunning plan. He praised Metis for her shape-shifting abilities, challenging her to transform into smaller and smaller creatures. Flattered, Metis complied, finally turning herself into a tiny fly. In that instant, Zeus seized his chance. He opened his mouth and swallowed her whole. He believed the threat was neutralized. Metis was gone, but her essence, her wisdom, now resided within him, a constant guiding whisper from the depths of his own being. Time passed. The cosmos was at peace, but a storm was brewing within the mind of its king. Zeus began to suffer a splitting headache, a pounding agony that grew until it felt like a thunderstorm trapped inside his skull. The pain was unbearable, even for a god. He roared in torment, his cries shaking the heavens and making the very rivers tremble. The gods of Olympus gathered in alarm, powerless to ease his suffering. Finally, in desperation, Zeus summoned Hephaestus, the master blacksmith of the gods. "Split open my skull," he commanded. "I can't bear this torment any longer." Hephaestus hesitated. The request was terrifying, but a command from Zeus was absolute. Raising his mighty bronze axe, he swung with all his divine strength. The blow landed true, and from the wound on Zeus's forehead, a miraculous sight unfolded. A figure burst forth, not a child, but a fully grown goddess clad in gleaming golden armor. She wore a majestic helmet, held a sharp spear, and let out a triumphant war cry that echoed across the heavens. The sky itself seemed to brighten, and the gods stared in silent awe. This was Athena, born not from a womb, but from the mind of Zeus, wisdom incarnate, radiant, fearless, and divine. From the moment of her extraordinary birth, Athena embodied a perfect fusion of intellect and strength. She was not like her half-brother Ares, the god of brutal, chaotic warfare. Athena represented strategic, reasoned battle, the art of defending justice, not the blind lust for conquest. She became the patron of heroes, the guardian of cities, and a beacon for thinkers, inventors, and artisans. She gifted humanity the loom for weaving, inspired new tools, and guided wise rulers. Her sacred symbols, the wise owl, the peaceful olive tree, and the protective Aegis shield, became emblems of her domain: wisdom, peace, and divine protection. She was the warrior philosopher, the thinking person's champion. The tale of Athena's birth is more than just a myth. It's a profound allegory about the very nature of existence. Her emergence from Zeus's head symbolizes the birth of reason and intellect as the new ruling forces of the cosmos. It represents the mind's triumph over primal fear and brute instinct. The fate of her mother Metis, swallowed by Zeus, can be seen as the old, earth-based wisdom being absorbed into the new patriarchal order. Yet, Metis's essence survives through her daughter, suggesting that true wisdom requires a harmonious union of both masculine authority and feminine insight. Athena's armor signifies that wisdom must be ready to defend itself, while her association with the olive branch shows that its ultimate goal is peace. This duality was perfectly illustrated when Athena and the sea god Poseidon vied for patronage of a magnificent new city in Attica. To win the people's favor, Poseidon struck the Acropolis with his trident, and a spring of salt water gushed forth, a powerful symbol of naval might and dominance over the seas. It was a promise of power. Athena's gift was simpler, yet far more profound. She planted a single seed, which grew into the first olive tree, a symbol of peace, sustenance, and long-lasting prosperity. The citizens, valuing life and endurance over force and conflict, chose her gift, and so the city was named Athens in her honor, and she became its eternal protector, her spirit forever woven into the fabric of Western civilization. Ultimately, the myth of Athena's birth is a powerful story about the awakening of consciousness. Zeus's agonizing headache represents the intense, painful struggle of creation, the turmoil that precedes a breakthrough of understanding. Athena's dramatic appearance symbolizes the moment of clarity, the flash of insight that brings order to a chaotic mind and to the world. Her birth, fully armed, reminds us that wisdom is not a passive quality. It is an active, courageous force that must constantly fight to defend truth and uphold justice. In Athena, the ancient Greeks found their highest ideal, a perfect harmony between strength and wisdom, action and thought, war and peace. From the thunder of a god's pain was born the calm light of human reason. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into Greek mythology. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from the ancient world. Let me know in the comments which myth you'd like to explore next. See you next time.